each other in the teeth. You until you all fall down, you all over sacred ground. You hate yourselves and you hate me.
Hi, everybody. Along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cybulski. Welcome to Las Vegas. A chance for both sides to see some of the different stars in the different conferences here, Ray.
Absolutely, James. It becomes a fun night because everything's a little different, and we all know that if you see something you don't normally see, it kind of perks your attention. For the players, it's kind of interesting, too. New guys to play against.
Opening face-off is set to go. Referee Gilles Levesque is ready to drop the puck. The Golden Knights take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. The Devils gain possession in their own end. They go on the attack from the left side. Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender. Leonard's going to slow things down and up for the whistle.
Oh, you got to kill the play eventually. That way everyone can get reorganized.
Hamilton's good at getting pucks to the net from far out with his heat-seeker zone ability. It's those long-range wristers that help him score. Pietrangelo's able to steady his team defensively and still contribute points. Those are two players I know I'm going to be keeping an eye on tonight. Let's see if one of them can give their team the upper hand. Guys, back to you.
Streaking through center, they go on the attack. And he takes a shot and makes the save. Dawes is going to slow things down and get a whistle.
It's a good choice for him. It looked like the team is starting to become unraveled. Dawes holds his position, stays in front of the puck and makes the stop. That's a good scoring chance.
We're still in the early stages of this period. Still looking for our first goal. The Golden Knights win it. Steps in front of that one. Picked up along the wall by Dadonov. Oh, somebody get the smelling salts after that. Moves the puck across to Hughes. Moves it quickly over to Sharangovich. Takes it from the other side of the blue line. Here's a shot. Just wide of the net. Vegas takes hold of the puck. Takes it to the front. A little dipsy doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
You can sure tell when a player starts to press. Holds onto the puck just a little bit too long. Tries a play that really isn't there. Oh, there's going to be a penalty on this play here, James.
There's the whistle. Penalty coming up. Martinez caught for the pick. Interference the call.
Sometimes you get caught in the wrong spot on the ice. He clearly interferes with the other player's progress.
Wrong place, wrong time. You're right on that one, Ray. The Devils get their man advantage unit out there for the first time tonight.
Well, they certainly hope this game won't be scoreless much longer. Their first chance on the power play. They got their big boys out trying to crack the egg.
Puck picked up by Pietrangelo. And they get that puck down the ice. The Devils will play the puck from behind the net. Passes over to Hischier. Gains the zone from the right. Lets it go. They score!
Good effort onto the puck. They get into the zone clean and then set it up and are able to cash in. He didn't have much room up over the glove, but as soon as the goalie dropped into the butterfly, there was enough for him to put it into the top bin.
New Jersey's got the opening goal in this contest.
So much time left, but it just feels better to play with the lead, and they must be pretty happy to score that quickly.
Takes the pass. New Jersey's got the puck against the boards. The Devils gain possession. Leonard's on top of that one for a whistle.
A little bit of traffic starting to form around the net.
Still lots of time left here in this frame. The Devils lead it 1-0. Eichel's won a big draw in their own end. Sends the pass over. Shot! Comes up with the stop. The Devils gain control of the puck. Gains the zone through the middle. From the slot. Oh, what a paddle save on the play.
Yeah, I hate it when I miss chances like this, James. You don't get many.
Look out. Grabbed along the board. Some pushing and shoving here, heating up.
Yeah, the few words.
And we've got a fight. And takes him down with authority.
He was in control of this bout from the get-go and takes him down to finish it off. As always, the guys are up banging their sticks on the board. A little more energy from the visiting team as their guy won the decision.
You can see the shoulders just hanging a little bit lower here on the bench. Fair to say that was a rather spirited affair on the ice. Looks like both teams have cooled their jets. And here's the upcoming face-off. Taken along the wall by Martinez. Couldn't complete the pass. Petrangelo's got the puck along the wing. Quick feed to Carlson. And no luck on that pass attempt. Gains the zone from the right side. Drives to the crease. Denies him.
Leonard's able to make the save, and on top of that, deflects it out to the corner.
Carlson's got it in the defensive end. The Golden Knights are on the attack. Great defensive effort with the stick. Lets it fly. Gets in front of it. The Devils have it behind the cage. Quick pass to Graves. Can't complete the pass as it goes off a stick. Cuts to the paint. The lane was plugged up and that shot's blocked. The Golden Knights have it now. Nice zone entry from the left. The Devils have it from their own end. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Takes that pass back at the point. Oh, what a stop! Jansson's taking it from his own end. The Devils move it ahead. Sends it in on the attack. The Golden Knights gain possession along the wall. Looking for space inside the D zone. Nice zone entry on the left side. Picked up along the boards by Theodore. And there's the save. And as he opts to freeze the puck, we get a whistle.
Starting to look like a little bit of a fire drill in the zone, so this is a good play. Dawes bails his team out. This is a terrific save on a really good chance.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. 1-0 the score. The Devils get a hold of the puck in their own end. Sends it over to Sharangovich. New Jersey's got it across the line. Takes a shot. That's turned away with the pad by Leonard.
Hamilton's the threat even from a distance, guys. His heat-seeker zone ability allows him to get such good power and accuracy from his long-range shots. When he uses the whip and flex of his stick, he can really beam one past the goalie. Let's see if he can do it.
The Golden Knights take the puck through the neutral zone. Can't connect on the pass. New Jersey's got the puck. Moves it to the offensive zone. The Golden Knights get a hold of the puck in their own end. Now over to Pacioretty. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Dawes gets on top of the puck, stopping the play.
Now you can get some fresh guys on the ice. Get yourself restarted. Pacioretty's on the receiving end of this huge hit. Sometimes you've got nowhere to go.
Getting into the later stages of this period, New Jersey's ahead 1-0. Gets a hold of the puck. Taken by Zaka. Gains the zone through center. Takes a shot. Glove save made by Leonard. And there's the whistle as he elects to slow things down a little.
A pretty good decision here with the play starting to break down in front of him.
Teams are lined up and we are ready to take this draw. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Carrier's gaining momentum. Handles the puck at the point. And that's blocked. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. To the low slot. Vegas gains a hold of it. And now he angles it across to Carrier. Puck grab by Howden. That's gloved by Dawes.
I thought they worked the puck around pretty good here. They get a good chance on goal, but not to be.
Howden's won the draw. Denies him in front. Takes the pass from his goaltender. Well, there's the horn, concluding the first 20 minutes. Time to get a clean sheet of ice. New Jersey's got a 1-0 lead, and well-deserved based on how they played at both ends of the ice. Both teams heading down the tunnels. We'll take a quick breath. And be back for the second period. Second period set to get underway. Eichel's won the draw. Takes the feed. The Devils take possession in the defensive end. And now it's grabbed by Mercer. Slides the puck across to Hughes. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Vegas takes it across the line. Scooped up along the wall by Smith. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that? And he handles the cross-ice pass. Vegas has it near the wall. Moves the puck. Picked up along the wall by Eichel. And a good heads-up defensive play in the open ice. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. The Golden Knights have it against the wall. And here's a shot. Denies him on the play. Dawes is going to let things slow down here for a moment and opts for the face-off.
Really hasn't had much to do this period, James, so he gets a chance to freeze it, and he gobbles it up. Dawes can take a look up at the big scoreboard and know that that save was a great one.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Vegas takes possession off the draw. Reads it perfectly and comes up with the takeaway. The Devils looking against the half wall. Can't connect. That's not going to fool him. I think it's a chance for a breather here as he hangs on and covers the puck up.
Who, for the players or for you?
Well, you know, I won't complain. Centers are set, face-off ready to resume play. New Jersey's got it in the offensive zone. Moves it to Bratt. Looks to set up at the point now. Way too high.
He powders this shot from the point, except it's over 4 feet high. It goes racing over the top of the net.
Might make the goaltender a little nervous next time he unloads. Ross got it along the wing. New Jersey's got the puck along the boards. With some open space at center. Heischer's got the puck. The Golden Knights have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Here they come up along the wing. A chance! That goes off a twig. Grabbed along the boards by Stevenson. Turned aside with a glove by Dawes. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down.
That's going to rattle your molars around there. That is an enormous hit that he took.
Still lots of time left in the period. The Devils have taken a 1-0 lead. They take possession and scores!
They've been clawing away at this lead, James, trying to get this game back even. And there's the goal that does it. A quick flick of the wrist, and that snapshot beats the goaltender. He's in the low slot. He doesn't have much time to think about it.
New Jersey's won it. The Devils carry it along the wall. Here's a short pass to Smith. The Golden Knights take it along the wing. Throws it in. New Jersey's got possession of the puck.
7 minutes, 59 seconds.
Moves it around along the half wall. He grabs the puck here at the point. And that carries off a stick. Slides the puck over. New Jersey's got a hold of it along the wall. Tosses it to Tatar. Takes the feed. Takes it to the net. That pass doesn't go. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. Wrist shot from the slot. Stones him in front. Vegas on the attack. Pokes it away at his own end. Through center along the wing. Sends a pass over. Stick save, and I think that went off the shaft of his stick there. I can dig it.
He looked up to the roof after that one. He thought he had room. The goaltender makes the stop.
Moves it quickly over to Howden. And there's the save. There's the whistle as things will slow down here for a moment.
Always a good play. If you're not sure what's going on, freeze the puck. Leonard's taking a look up at the big board on the replay. He'll see his stick save was excellent. That was a good scoring chance.
Past the midway mark of the frame, James and Ray with you tonight. We are all tied up in this one. Howden's won the draw here in the offensive zone. Comes up with a glove save. Siegenthaler's lugging the puck. Mercer's got it on the offensive end. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. Directs it on over to Howden. Quick feed to Theodore. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. The Devils look to start the transition game. Gaining momentum along the wing. Puts the puck on net, and that's denied by the goaltender. Martinez carries the puck in his own zone. Pass to Carrier. Vegas is across the blue line. Takes a shot. Kicked away. Nice pad save by the goaltender.
Dawes could use a little more help from his offense, but he's done the job at his end of the ice. It's close because of him.
Stopped by the goaltender.
He's going to feel he missed one there. You don't get many chances that clean. The goalie turns it aside.
Drives to the paint. Shut down by the blocker.
Sometimes you make a good shot and you just get beaten by the goaltender. I'd say that's one that you put in that category.
Handles the puck. Launches it from the point. What a stop as he puts out the fire. Hamilton stick handling in his own zone. The Golden Knights get a hold of the puck in the open ice. Off a stick. And the goaltender makes the save on a puck that redirected off something on the ice. Errant pass, and they can't connect. Stays with it. teams have gotten on the board, and this one has been pretty much a dogfight through the first 40 minutes as the period comes to an end. They're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. He's Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cebulski. Let's do this. Third period is now underway in this very tightly contested affair so far. And uses the length of his stick to knock that puck away. Nice pass. They go on the attack through center. That's a textbook save by Leonard. The Golden Knights gain control of the puck against the wall. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. And he uses his reach to disrupt the play. Moves the puck over to Mercer. Vegas has possession of it now. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Cutting to the slot. Oh, and it stays out with the toe save.
I like how he was able to follow the puck. Good save in close.
Battle along the boards. Vegas takes possession along the wall. Slides it to Pacioretty. Moving into the attacking zone. Puck scooped up by Pacioretty. Oh, it serves up a little too sweet with that save.
Pacioretty's looking a little rejuvenated. He had that fight earlier. Now he had a 5-minute break to rest, but he's back at it. A good shot on goal.
From center, they get into the attacking area. Hammers a shot. There's another stop. From the boards, he takes that pass. Vegas looks to get things going now with the puck. Inside the offensive zone. Great poke check on the reach. The Devils will play it from the defensive zone. Receives the pass. Here's a chance, and he makes the save. And the puck's kicked free. Leonard's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
That's a dangerous scoring chance, but the goaltender makes a great save as he's able to snuff it out.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. The Devils will go to work here in the offensive zone. The Golden Knights have it now. Gains the zone. A chance from along the wall. And he denied that opportunity. The officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. The Golden Knights win the face-off. And that's poked away by Janmark. Kind of lost control for a second there, but regains possession. Vegas has possession of the puck. Taken along the wall by Janmark. Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
In tight, he had to make an excellent save.
Sneaks away with the puck after he was tangled up on the draw. And not much on that one. Leonard's on top of that for the whistle.
Pretty quickly on top of it to kill the play.
Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Makes a move in front, and that's blocked. New Jersey's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Puck picked up by Pietrangelo. Handles the pass from the right side. Quick shot, and he comes up with it. New Jersey's got a hold of the puck now. Can't get it to go. From the blue line, they take control of it. Puts it on goal. He scores! And the deadlock's been broken.
Now you get a chance to control the pace of the game. It's tough to do it in a tie game. Now you've got the lead. This is a terrific shot. He beats the goaltender, but the goalie gets a chunk of it. Not enough. He can't slow it up.
Vegas has found themselves a big goal here down the stretch. What's the message behind the bench if you're there?
Well, I can hear the coach talking to them, and he wants them to be up on their toes, to push the puck in, to be careful with the puck at the offensive blue line. But he wants to play at their end of the ice.
The Golden Knights take it across the blue line. Snaps one here in the slot. Nowhere for that shot to go through. And some good footwork to kick it away. Jansson's picking up steam. The Devils played along the wing. And they can't connect with the stop.
These games used to drive me crazy. As somebody that was supposed to score, there'd be chances all over the place. You wait for one goal or two goals that crack the game open. They never seem to come. The chances are there. The production is not.
Made the stop on the play.
Leonard's skill on display there. Good save into the corner with it.
Tried to connect the pass, but it doesn't go. The Golden Knights are in transition. And he regains control of the puck. Vegas takes hold of the puck. Quick pass to Marchessault. The Devils get a hold of the puck in their own end. Dawes decides that it's time to breathe for a moment here.
For him or for his team. He's been busy tonight, and in a close game, you want to make sure that you're focused in on the next play. Leonard's been their team's best player. He's been busy, he's been peppered at times, and he hasn't broken yet. Really solid performance.
Late goings of this period, the Golden Knights are clinging to a 2-1 lead. New Jersey's looking to break out. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. Takes a shot, denies him with the pad. Along the right side into the offensive zone. He scores! That's 3 in a row!
This is turning into an onslaught. There seems to be no way to slow them down. Hey, we get a good look here where the man advantage break is cultivated. Now they've got it clean in. They don't make a mistake, and the goalie has no chance as it's in the net.
The centermen glide into position. Hughes wins it in the dots. Here's a chance. Comes up with the stop. Taken by Siegenthaler. Oh, a little cat burglar-like play with the stick. Nicely done. Nearing the final 60 seconds in this one. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. Cuts to the front. And another stop.
Quick reflexes and good positioning to make a couple of stops in a row. Second look at a pretty good scoring chance here. I don't mind the shot. It's just the goalie's in position to stick it aside.
The Devils win the draw. Moves it to Mercer. Now into the offensive zone from the right side. And makes the save. New Jersey's goalie is on the bench. The extra attacker has jumped into the play. Takes the pass. Shot. Makes the save. Puts it up front. Lets it fly. There's another stop. Leonard's going to cover it up and get a whistle.
Even with the traffic starting to close in, he had to grab that when he did. Such a simple thing, but I'm really impressed with the blocker technique here as the puck gets deflected away from the net on the save.
Johnson. On the attack along the boards. And he serves it across to Johnson. And that doesn't exactly go tape to tape. A shot at the empty net. Long jam in front. That's broken up. And it is all over with this one. This one seemed to be controlled right from the face-off circles.
Well, the strength of their team is up the middle of the ice, James. They're tough to match up against. They're all really good on the draw, and they had the puck a lot. All starts from when it hits the ice.
For my broadcast partner, Ray Ferraro, my name is James Cybulski. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night.